Hey everybody, it's Michael. I felt I had to do a video about all these shootings. Normally that's not what I'm doing on the channel. I'm cracking wise about politics, ha ha ha, he he he. And then El Paso happened, and then Dayton happened, and everyone is just going crazy, and I felt I had to address it. Because what happens when there's a tragedy like this, when there's a big a murder, I like to hold off and like think it through before I, just start spouting off. And evidently, I'm the last person in America who does that, because Facebook and the political shows are just filled with people like, we gotta do something now, we gotta do something. Like literally, there were still dead people in a Walmart in El Paso, and people are like, see, it's white nationalism. Like, hold the phone, man. You had, Bernie Sanders and Beto O'Rourke, it's white nationalism. Elizabeth Sanders, white, you gotta call this out, you gotta call it. And then, like right on cue, ironically, the Dayton thing happened, and from everything that I've read about that dude was an Elizabeth Warren fan. He was all for Pocahontas. So, but I guess that doesn't matter, because everybody's like, it's white nationalism and it's Trump. That's the problem. Look at El Paso. Look at El Paso. Like there haven't been mass shootings before El Paso. Like there wasn't a Bernie Sanders fan who mowed down a bunch of Republicans on a softball field. Everybody's like, oh, this is different. This is different. And so. Trump's like, okay, he comes on TV today, like racism's bad, white nationalism's bad. He's called this stuff out so many times, but he did it again. Hate has no place in American society, that whole thing. He said all the words. Do I think there'll be another mass shooting? Sadly, yes. Yes, I do. And for everyone who's standing up on their soapboxes going, you gotta call this out for what it is. Okay, so we've done that. And if you want to look into that, if you really think that that's the root cause, and you want some federal dollars to go end that, go for it. Go for it. I will fund that study. But people are always anxious to like just do something. It's the AK-47. Do something. AK. And before it was the AK-47, let's not forget Las Vegas. Remember Vegas? When it was the bump stock. It was the bump stock, gotta do. And Trump, God bless the guy, he actually banned bump stocks. Everybody's like, Trump's the problem. He's the only politician I can think of in recent memory who's actually done something to try to end this violence. And everybody's like, oh, it's Trump and why not? Okay. And here's who I really feel bad about in this. For the people, everybody's like, well, at least get rid of AK-47s. Here's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for all the victims of this violence. That's not from an AK-47. It's like Baltimore and Chicago are having horrific shooting rates, and people are being killed left and right, and no one seems to care. Do yourself a favor. Look, the stats are staggering. In 2018 in Chicago, I wrote it down. 2018 in Chicago, 2,948 shootings. That's not AK-47s, man. That's handguns. 2,948 shootings. 561 murders. Huh? Baltimore in 2018, 309 murders. Baltimore, they just had their 200th murder this year. They're shooting people left and right. So if you want to actually talk about the problem and try to find solutions, I'm right there with you. But for everybody on Facebook and everybody on TV and everybody on the political shows, do something, AK-47, do something, white nationalist, blah, blah, blah. I'll play along. You want to look into white nationalists? Let's look into it. Let's find out. If that is the solution, I will be thrilled. I will be thrilled if that ends it all. Somehow, I don't think it will. And the people are like, ooh, video games, that's it. Okay, let's look into that. If that's the solution, hooray, hooray, hooray. I don't think it is. I think we have a murder problem. We have people don't value other people's lives problem. Maybe it's biblical. Maybe these kids didn't go to Sunday school enough. I don't know. Let's look into that. I am open to everything on the table. But I will tell you this before I leave you. They got rid of the guns in Great Britain, and now they have a knife problem. People are getting stabbed all the time. So, ooh, let's get rid of the knives. Okay, then somebody will just drive somebody down with a truck. We've seen that on the news. Okay, so it's not, this is gonna sound so hokey, it's not about the gun. It's not about the weapon of choice. It's about valuing your fellow human being's life. And if you wanna have a conversation about that, if you wanna come down off your high horse and have a real conversation of how do we get people in our society to value another human being's life, let's have that conversation. I would love to figure that one out and help somebody and help someone get the help they need before they go off the rails like this. I never want to make another one of these videos. Sadly, I think it'll probably happen, because people are going to be barking up the wrong tree and they're going to be on their political high horses. And the people, it's really disgusting to watch the politicians try to use this to score points. It's really disgusting. That's what I can't stand. So let's value each other's lives. We're not here for a long time. It's already a short trip in this human life on this big blue ball. It's already short enough. Let's not shorten it for someone else because we don't value their life. Go to theloftusparty.com and we will have a conversation like they have never conversated before.